All right, Jason, so there's a war going on in Iran, bloody, Uncle Sam and Israel is bombing the crap of Iran at the moment. How's this sort of sentiment with oil prices jacking up, inflation jacking up, RBA raising rates now, affecting like clients that you deal with in terms of buying property? Like, is it going to affect you in terms of buying property in 2026?
It's affecting everyone.
Right.
And market sentiment changes the way people play in the market, right? I think right now it's a buyer's market because petrol is through the roof, interest rates are going up, wars are happening, instability everywhere.
Yeah.
Agents that I'm talking to are saying, Jace, there's heaps of properties on the market.
Right.
People are a bit rattled, purchasers are a bit worried.
So people are all holding back.
Well,
wait and see kind of vibe.
I get it.
Yeah.
If you and your borrowing capacity gets impacted by, one, I've got to spend more money on petrol.
Yeah.
Two, interest rates just have gone up.
Yeah.
Three, I don't know if the whole world's going to blow up and end up
like bloody World
War III coming.
Yeah.
Then you might sit on the fences and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't buy a property right now.
Yeah.
But it's actually really good if you are looking to buy, because when people are fearful, it may be an opportunity for you to strike while the iron's hot. And when there's less buyers playing and some scared vendors are now coming on the market because they're like, oh, interest rates are going up, I'm over leveraged, I can't afford my property anymore, let's put it on. If there's an oversupply and less buyers, it means buyer's paradise.
But what about you personally? You're a successful conveyancer solicitor. You also hold multiple properties. Are you planning to take advantage of this gold opportunity to buy this year?
Yeah, look, I'm keen to buy. Right. When opportunities are there, I think, Warren Buffett has said, right, when others are fearful, that's when you can make the most money.
When there's blood on the street, it's time to go shopping.
Look, I'm a bit of a contrarian when I think of the way that you should move within markets, because if the herd is moving one way, then when interest rates are low and there's a lot of money in the system and it's easy to borrow, there's more buyers, more competition. You go to that open home on the weekend, and we get it all the time. People would call you on the weekend, oh, they're telling me to sign right now, there's got offers.
Yeah.
If there's hardly anyone around, the agents are chasing you. You're not chasing them. Amazing.
But what would you say as a disclaimer when, there's blood on the streets and there's a lot of instability on the streets, for someone that's planning to buy a property against the stream, like you're the salmon swimming against the stream? What type of red flags would you factor in before you go make that purchase? I mean, you're in a position to buy, but there's certain things that you'll consider, right, before pulling the trigger, right?
So I'm not a financial advisor, so don't take
just
my financial advice.
Just my own humble opinion.
You have to operate in a way that you understand risk, and you operate in a way that you understand the levers and the way finance work, the way the economy works, the market you're buying in. And if you feel confident with the right advisors, the right broker, that you understand your borrowing capacity, how much you can borrow, what it's going to cost you, different ways that you can borrow, interest only, principal interest. You've got a good accountant that can advise you on the tax side, how to make it work tax-wise. Do you buy your SMSF? Do you buy and have it negatively geared? Do you buy it and have it positively geared? Do you know the market well? Have you been monitoring the market? Do you know what the true value of properties are? What information do you have that gives you an advantage? If you're going into it blind, and you don't have the right advisors or the right knowledge, don't do it.
So it's a calculated risk, right? And at the end of the day, that calculated risk is to get a return on investment.
Of course.
So you're not certain and you're just following the crowd saying, oh, I heard of some real or some short saying, go against the market, contrarian. Don't just follow blindly.
No way, Jose. You have to
have a competitive edge.
I say you play in the market where you've got an edge, right? So if you have an edge or knowledge that gives you an advantage, that's good. But if you go into it blind, you are sure to probably get burnt, because you're playing in a free market where there are other people that have more knowledge, have more understanding, have different advisors. They might have bought 10 properties before. They understand how leverage works. They understand that they can use interest only. They've got a really creative accountant or whatever it might be. If you don't know the risks, you don't do the right due diligence, you are setting yourself up for failure. You've got to know the numbers.